Well, good day, happy people. Hope things are going well. Hope life is giving you all that you need to accomplish and complete your tasks. I hope things are getting done on your end. And on my end, hey, I made it to another episode. This is episode 13, Zodiac signs. Because, I got to talk about that cosmic flow. And since I do enjoy astrology, it all ties together, especially since I am a Pisces. And Pisces are that espresso shot. You got everything just drips down into this one concentrated sign, which is the last sign in the zodiac, Pisces. So let's get into it. Welcome. Hope you're doing great. Yes, because I am getting it done. When you're moving and grooving and you just can't be stopped. That's what Charles is, baby. Ain't stopping. All right, let's get into this before I go completely off the rails. But this episode, I am going to talk about the zodiac and bisexuality. Specifically, being a Pisces. Because Pisces and bisexuality are pretty much the same thing. They fit in the in-betweens of things. It's fluid, it's neutral, and it can fit into most any category. Now, a Pisces is known for feeling everything, anything, all the time. They're passionate, creative, intuitive. That just means you're going to get a wild animal if you get yourself a Pisces, because they like all that nasty shit. And when I started looking into information for this episode, I had to type something in. I looked up what signs would question their sexuality early on. It says Pisces, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Now, I know a few Scorpios, and they do say that Scorpios are best suited for relationships with Pisces. Now, I don't know everything about every sign, and I really don't know much about Aquarius, but what I do know is the friends that I have that are Aquariuses, they don't seem to be that wild, but everybody's got that wild side. And all I can speak on are the Pisces. And I know I can be a nasty man. And I love it. When you think of a Pisces, think strong emotional connections. Think empathetic. Think dreamers. They're going to think up some wild shit. That's how that goes. It could be sexual in nature. It could not be. It might not. But you're going to get a good time with the Pisces. Again, fantasy. Let's dress up. Let's play someone be the dog and someone be the dog catcher. Ow. Dreamers, I'm telling you. I can whip up a romantic time in my head, and then we can go execute it. And we don't have to get in any hot air balloons. We can do this shit on the ground, baby. I'm telling you. You let a Pisces loose and allow their imagination to just run wild, you will get what you're asking for. It will be a grand old time. And you know what you're not going to have to do? You're not going to have to wonder, oh, does this Pisces know how I'm feeling or can sense the change in my emotion? Yo, listen, we're intuitive, emotionally connected, unstoppable. That is another superpower. So, on top of invisibility, I have this empathetic ability. If you're having a slightly rough day, the energy coming off of your body, I can feel it. Now, when I say that, people think I'm crazy. I cannot explain it. The world is made up of energy, and you just need to take a second to feel it. I can feel it. I can tell immediately when someone is not at 100%. It's just like a pulse. And I can feel it. Sometimes it's faster. Those are the wild people. Those are, you're like, come on, you need to calm down. Your energy is too high. But I can tell. I don't know about other signs. I don't know what abilities they have. But like I said, we are the last sign in the zodiac. So we get a little drip from here, from Leo, Cancer, Sagittarius, all of them. You just get a little bit of them, and then that creates a Pisces, which can be chaotic. The shit rolling around in my head is just mwah, the chef's kiss. You want to know because there's wild stuff going on. And you remember what I said? Fantasy dreamers. I can get freaky. I can get serious. I can get nasty. I can nibble on some toes. You can choke me out. You can slap me in the face. Let's get wild. That's what I'm saying. Let's get wild. Get yourself a Pisces. Okay. I'm telling you. It'll change your life. Oh, yes. And see, there's different Pisces. There's a February Pisces and a March Pisces. You got to find yourself a March Pisces because I hear they are more feral. You get one of them, they're gonna get wild on you, baby. I don't know. I'm just having fun. And I love how bisexuality and being a Pisces just links up and works together. It's like bike gears. You can just roll through the gears, no problem. It's just simple. We're deeply giving. I care. Sometimes too much. Very giving. If I can, I definitely will. And I'm talking my time, my presence, my love. I am willing to give that out to someone who is willing to accept it. And again, it's not all just easy because then you throw in the fact that I am bisexual and that scares people. It makes them go, oh, are they trustworthy? This is the big thing that a lot of people worry about. This is what happened to me. Yes, we can be trustworthy. Okay. Some, not all. And that's for everything in life. I've always said this. Some, not all. But if you get the right Pisces, they will not hesitate to give you any and every damn thing that you want. So hopefully someone will, I can find someone like that and just live life and not stress and not worry about any dumb shit that's going around me. When I really started doing this episode here and looking into things a little bit more, I was like, damn, Pisces and bisexuality are on the same page. We're wild. We're out there. Very adaptable. Very. My one friend said, damn, dude, you can make friends with anybody. And I agree with that. I can. I can be friends with the upper echelon to the grimiest son of a bitch that you know. And I'm going to treat them the same until they want to start acting stupid and thinking they're better than me. And one thing I already know is, my face can be a little intimidating. We've talked about this before. I'm very masculine presenting. And sometimes I got that resting bitch face. And it's just my face. I can't do anything about it. But I am able to be friends with anybody, no matter, if I have a smile or a frown, I can still be respectful up until it's not necessary. So until it ain't, we're going to ride that shit into the sunset. And I'll tell you what, I love that I am so open minded about things. I see and hear so many people and their friends and their family that are not open minded about life. And life is something fucked up. We don't even understand what the shit is going on right now, but we just have to keep moving and grooving. That's all we can do. So I'm just hoping that later on in life, people become more accepting and loving and just mind their business. Even if you absolutely hate something to your core, why even bring it up? Why even speak about it and even just speak it into existence? If you don't like gay people, why would you even bring that up? What reason is it for you to bring it? If you don't like something, just go on. Cool, you don't like it. I don't like everything. I don't like avocados, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go to the store and every time I see avocados, I'm just going to slap them bitches on the floor. No. I don't like tomatoes. I'm not going to go drop kicking tomatoes. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to fucking avoid the tomatoes and go on about my day. But people can't do that. And that's what makes the world scary. I'm telling you, give it 100 years when the baby boomers and all that, all of them are gone. And we can kind of start fresh. Because you got to think, those people grew up in a time where racism was, the same as saying hello to someone. Like, shit got wild. Racism, sexism, all that shit. And now people are becoming more progressive and giving less of a shit about what is happening. Hey, listen, I got a full plate. Why am I worried about what this person wants to or doesn't want stuck in their body? I got bills to pay. And unfortunately, that's not how the world is. People are all up in your business for no reason. And I just hope that changes at some point. I really do. I really, really, really do. You know what all this culminates to? Cosmic fluidity. Look at the fluidity in astrology. Opposites attract, energies are interwoven. This is where the Pisces plays. And this is where I want to stay. Everyone is in constant motion. Can't stop, won't stop. Bisexuals are drawn from a spectrum. It's not 50-50. It just kind of shifts around. I like a little this, a little that. Just think of a circle with a diamond pattern in the circle. And you can shift that diamond pattern and move it around the circle, around the sphere. So what you might see is not a full diamond. You might be, part of it here, part of it there. And that's bisexuality in astrology. It's just happening. You let it happen. The energies are strong in Pisces. And I'm telling you, I believe that 100%. Think of the different constellations. Aren't those Greek? And what did Greeks do? Whatever the fuck they wanted. They fucked and they fought. That was it. Men, women. See, back then, they didn't give a shit about that. If you were a tiny male that happened to look like a female, hey, they're taking you on the trip. You're going to keep morale high. They didn't give a shit about that. They'd be like, send Thaddeus to my chambers immediately. Don't tell my wife. They were doing nasty shit. And they said, let's throw that shit in the stars. So the stars are just dying and sprinkling down that wildness. And then we're looking up at the stars and we're like, damn, that's beautiful out there. That's why when you look up at the stars, it kind of gets you a little aroused. You're like, damn, that is a big dipper. All right, I don't know. And then guess what? It goes back to masculine and feminine. And guess what? I like both. It is what it is. I can't change it. I can't change it. I can only move with it. Fluid, baby. Water. Pisces. We make this shit work. That's what I'm saying. We make it work. That's why everything back then, think about that. Androgynous. You're like, is that a male, a female? I don't know, but I like it. Bring them to the chambers too. They didn't care. They were just fighting. They were just trying to live life. They're like, damn, I got to go to another war. Man, I need to fill a hole before I go. And guess what? They would find whatever, and then no one would be like, there he is, the twink lover. No, that's a decorated fucking war captain. I don't know, man. Everybody just worries about shit that they don't even need to worry about. If this is something I can't even control, what the fuck are you going to do? I don't understand people's logic. My logic is, hey, I'm going to mind my fucking business and go on about my day and try and enjoy life because this shit is moving too fast. The year is almost over. I said 22 episodes, and by the end of October, this part of the show will be done. I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to continue, how I'm going to continue. I have ideas, but I have a little time, but not much because shit moves quick. So I need to get it done and find some happiness in the process. Make some new friends and connections because that's what this is about also. Getting my story out there, making friends in the community, and just going about life. That's it. That's all. Have fun and not hurt anybody or myself. Woo. What more can you ask for? And this is why Pisces is the perfect sign for being bisexual and the perfect sign to understand bisexuality as a whole. Because both bisexuals and Pisces are fluid and wild and unforgiving and fun as hell. So go out and get yourself a bisexual Pisces. Oops, you already did. Listen, I'm so glad all of this is working out and I'm having fun and enjoying myself, getting my story out there. And I've always known that I was different. I have always known that I liked a little this, a little that. And all I can do right now is try to learn and understand. And that's why I'm diving deeper into this each week. And I love it. I'm learning so much. And I'm glad you're here on this journey with me. Because, yeah, it's a little stressful, it's a little frightening, but I'm doing it. You got to get your ass up and do it. That's the trick. And again, get yourself a bisexual Pisces. They'll make your life right. All right, folks, this was an amazing episode. Thank you for taking time to listen to it. I'm going to cut out of here and get working on the next one. Like I said, keep moving, keep grooving. That's all we can do. That is all we can do. I will see you next Friday. Be safe, have fun. And I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and you can watch full episodes wherever you podcast and on YouTube at the Bi Friend Podcast. Thank you. Let your friends know, and I'll see you later. Bye.